Freshmen, hello. It is a glorious Wednesday, and we are going to start off today, as we've been doing before, with some bell work. So please take this noun, puer pueri, and decline it with the adjective here, ingens ingentis. So pueri is a nice second declension noun, and then ingens is one of your new adjectives. Alright, so go ahead and pause this video and decline these, please. Alright, so hopefully what you got will look something like this. So puer, like I said, a nice second declension. So normally they're us, eo. This one's doesn't have the us, so it's just going to be non-us, eo, o, and then your plural, e, orum, is, os, is. Okay, and then ingens, one of your one-ending adjectives. So ingens is ingens for masculine, feminine, and neuter nouns. So you got star, is, ace, ibus, ace, ibus. Okay, and as I've said before, Wheelock, when he gives you a one ending, he will give you that second form ingentis. He'll give that to you with gen in parentheses. Okay, so that's how you can tell a one ending adjective. Okay, next I'd like to talk to you about your vocab quiz, which you're going to have the end of this week. Obviously things will be a little bit different, but I'm going to try to keep it formatted about the same. So what you're going to see on the quiz is you're going to see the word, and then I'll say 3 blanks. So that means you're going to have to write 3 things for that word. So for example, mains, you would write mentis, feminine, and then mind. Okay? Here's an adjective, acer, so that one requires 3 blanks as well. So what you would do, acris, acre, sharp. Okay, dulcus, this one only requires 2 blanks, so what you would write, dulce and sweet. All right, quam, this one only has 1 blank, so all you do is the definition, how. And then for verbs, so rego, you'd say 4 blanks, so what you would put, regere, rexi, rectum, to rule. Okay, so it'll be basically the same material as a normal vocab quiz. It's just going to be set up on LMS rather than, a paper. So if you have any questions on what's required there, go ahead and let me know. But the things I'm asking you to write down, once again, these are going to be exactly the same material as what you would see on a normal vocab quiz. Okay? Now, for these vocab quizzes, I am going to ask you to please not use your book while taking the quiz. Now, I obviously have no way of enforcing that, but I'm going to ask you to go on the honor system, and please do not use your book while taking this quiz. Just because learning your vocab, this is a memory component that is very important, and it's just helps you learning any language. If you have to look up every single word every time you try to translate a language, it's going to take you forever. So it's important to memorize words so you can have them on quick recall. All right, next up, we're going to be doing a little bit of the old translation station, and I have uploaded a picture of the translation as well as a picture of the vocab list that goes beside it. I've uploaded that onto the wall, so you can either put that on your computer or print it off or whatever works best for you. And we're going to be translating a few lines today, so if you would please translate lines 1 through 6. So go ahead and pause this video and work on those, translating those lines for the next few minutes. So go ahead and pause this. All right. Now let's check and see what you hopefully got. This is about the Trojan War, as many of our translations are. And this in particular is focusing on Achilles and his great anger. Rawr. All right. So here we go. Achilles' anger at Agamemnon is one of the major themes of the Iliad, Homer's monumental Greek epic. All right, so sentence number 1, we're going to start off here. Achilles was not only a brave and powerful man, but also the son of the goddess Thetis. Okay, so looking in that sentence, you've got Achilles as your subject, and then you have the word man and the word son. Okay, both of those are going to be predicate nominatives. All right, and then your adjectives here, fortis and potens, some nice third declension adjectives. Those are going to be attributive adjectives modifying we're, modifying the man. Okay, and then you have goddess Thetis. She's in the genitive case because it's her son, so showing possession. All right, and then notice the non solum sed etiam. This is a common little, I guess, conjunction pair, not only, but also. Okay, next, going to take a look, second sentence here. That man had come with Agamemnon and the other Greeks to Troy, and he had waged a long and difficult war. Okay, so looking at that sentence, we've got two verbs here, wenerot and gesserat. Both of those are pluperfect. Okay, remember you can recognize pluperfect because it uses the third principal part and then aram arasarat. All right. Then let's take a look at a couple of these nouns here. Agamemnon and the other Greeks, they are both in the ablative case. You'll notice this is an ablative of accompaniment. Okay, this is because Achilles is going with them. Okay, they're doing the action together. All right, and then you've also got bellum. That's your direct object. He had waged war. All right, and then long and difficult modifying war. Okay, next sentence. But now, after 9 years, sharp anger or fierce anger moved him. Or you could say was moving him. For Agamemnon had taken for himself a captive woman, dear to him. Okay? Now, the first part of that sentence, pretty simple and straightforward. After 9 years, prepositional phrase, sharp anger is your subject. Was moving, it's imperfect because of the ba. And then the second sentence, this one's a little bit tricky because you've got some interesting pronoun stuff going on here. First of all, though, your verb, caperat, again, this is going to be pluperfect, like you saw in the previous sentence because of the erat, the third principal part. Agamemnon's your subject, all right? And then you have a direct object, all right, which is feminom. So he had taken the woman, and she's a captive woman. And she is also dear, okay? Now, the AE in that sentence is going to be to him, all right? This is not going to be referring to Agamemnon, however, okay? Because AE is not a reflexive pronoun, it's just a personal pronoun, okay? So the AE is actually referring to Achilles, all right? So it's referring to someone other than your subject, All right. So he had taken a captive woman dear to him. All right. Now, you do have a reflexive pronoun in here, though. That is the sibi. Okay. And this is saying Agamemnon had taken for himself or to himself the captive woman. Okay. So in English, we have to, if we're going to differentiate between personal and reflexive, a lot of times we add the word self or something like that into your translation, and I think that's probably helpful here. Latin, you don't need to do that because they actually have separate words for the reflexive and the personal. So one way in which Latin is superior, go Latin, rock on. Okay, anyway, sorry. So once again, that sentence, for Agamemnon had taken for himself, there's a reflexive, a captive woman dear to him. Okay, and then the last sentence for today, Itaque, and so Achilles called his mother, "Help me!" All right, and that's the last sentence for today. Achilles called his mother. Notice it's his own mother with the suam. Okay, he's not calling someone else's mom. That would be awkward. Yeah. Okay. And then the Eua may help me. Eua going to be a nice imperative. And imperatives, remember, are always going to be second person because it's a command to you. You is understood in there. All right. Let me know if you have any questions on the translation or on the upcoming vocab quiz or Latin in general. Hope you guys are doing well, and I love you, and talk to you later.